third division, yeah, play length, and then this year a remarkable point, 23 points, the same points you had in the previous Funko. But unfortunately, you lost to Balosar in the final. Balosar had a playoff. They got beaten. They filed a protest and then had it successful. Signed them a second division. Thank God, Fanang, you were able to make it to the second division. First, this year, in Gambinos le later in the semi-final, you won Gambinos. In Kunkujam Friends later, you Kunkujam Friends booted. But one more games that they are very tough. As we know, West Coast Regional Third Division itself is a very tough competition when it gets to the second semi-final and also the final. After more semi-final and final, you prepare before coming to the playoff. Playoff kind of will come.
I think the preparation I did for it was I watch opponents play. That's what I do work on very well. Katimo Jube, then Yala strength long. You try to minimize the strength and you capitalize on the weaknesses, and so those are the things I did with the opponents prior to our Fenco. So we prepared very well against Gambinos, and we know they are good with the ball. So all we do is we will not allow them to even play the ball on us. We are not sitting back. We're going to press them up. If they start the play, we press them. So in those scenarios, we had a lot of opportunities to score a lot of goals. So, but we ended up scoring one, and they equalized on in the dying minutes of the game. So we went for penalties and won. So Kunkujang equally, we played with them in the first round, and they defeated us 1-0 at Bullock. So I think that's part of, if they are frank to people or to people, they will tell you that was their turning point towards the final, because they defeated us. They feel after defeating us, they can beat any team in the third division. So I think that was their motivating factor towards this remarkable achievement they got going to the final. So when we met in the finals, I watched them play in the semi-final. I told the players that that's how we're going to play against them. They play with a 4-4-2, so we're going to play with this and this. And in the first half, the team did not do. I was mad. I was very mad. Not because we are losing, because I have been in that situation for quite a while. Coming from behind. So what I don't like was what I told them, that they were not doing it. For the first time when we went to the dressing room, the players will tell you, they have never seen coach spoke that way in the dressing room. More than 10 minutes. I don't talk more than 10 minutes in the dressing room to assess the opponent to say how we're going to do in the second half. But that game I stood talking continuously for more than 10 minutes, on top of my voice. So they realized that what we were doing was wrong. We should be doing this and this. And when we came in the second half, it was a different ball game, and they did it, and we were able to get them up. So because I was telling them we need to be playing with the wing backs, because they play with a 4-4-2. On those 4-4-2, the two front players don't press the full backs. So the moment we get the full backs up and the full back return the play in the middle player will stay, and then the full back goes, and we're gonna set it inside. So we were able to score them through those areas.
Your frustration was clearly seen on your face, like during the first period, we could spot that on. Immediately after the end of the first half, we saw you rushing to the dressing room, trying to get instructions to your players. And then second half of Cabral started, we've seen a little bit of a switch. Like Francis in the first half was playing more of a winger, but Cabral another second half, we've seen him playing as one of the attacking players in the middle of the pitch. And then this is where he collected the ball and scored. Why do you think what time when there is need to switching for you to be able to get the much needed goal at the time?
Yeah, I think at the time, Kukuyan friends were done. They were tired since in the first half. And we want to have more depth outside. And if Seni comes, Francis goes in the middle, he can use that middle line to carry the ball into the box, because he is very good in carrying the ball and he could take on players. So that was the reason that we use him in the middle there, and to be helping us taking the ball through that line. So you could see Francis' goal was assisted by a left back. He placed the ball in the middle to him. Instead of he should have he could have choose to return the pass to the fullback to do a set play. But when he realized there is a gap, so intelligent, he moved with the ball and used the space available to score.
That was the turning point of Sibanor United, winning the final of West Coast Region 3rd Division for the very first time. Now a West Coast representative, covering early final when you win something, you are now looking at possible opponents. Before balloting in Mbekela, we were able to understand that you started watching games, but we will come to that. At the time before balloting Mbekela, neither for ni sita ila kularamo ika Jamal Leje as your possible opponents.
Yes, the possible opponents were 3 at the time, because I went to watch KMC la 3rd division semi-final. I watched them all because at the time, boom, I'm on this side. Jamal Bekela came la winner. So I watched all their semi-finals. So Banjul, the final all tournament. So Banjul, the final, when it was scheduled, I went there and watched it. Watched the KM semi-final, watched their final. And even the 2nd division team, the 3rd place, the Minyantanala playoff all. I looked at and I analyzed Kanifing is more likely to play in the playoffs. So ngela game all Jube, it only ngela 3 games le Jube. I watched all of the 3 games, the last 3 games. So since when I did that, I said now I can sit and having my notes down. Any team I'm playing with, I know their strength and weakness. So that will prepare me very well how I'm going to approach the particular opponent. So that was what I did in it.
Nitara game or they came up or they came up?
No, because I don't feel like more Jamal London. Maybe more yeah. So there are players. Yes, there are people be model be London. Let's say. You everywhere. I think the team Rhino president.
Okay.
Now Benter Banjula. Let me not see you in cave.
Okay.
So that's okay to go and watch opponents. I encourage coaches to be doing that. It helps you, to understand how the opponents are playing, and you identify their key turning points in games, key players that you need to make sure you sort them up, so that you can have advantage over them.
Maybe you can question before they play of maybe it because maybe but sign you watch the final. Their final against Police, right? You watch the game?
Yeah, I watch it.
So you before playing them?
Yeah, I think what I learned from Aliso, they play more direct, and they have 2 players, Mini Alonko, are very, very key in their team that we need to sort them up. If not, thank God, one of them, play game I think has travel. I learned has travel. That is number 10. He does a lot of forward passes, and the forward passes are always for the target. That is the striker. The captain was a very good player on that day. So I feel he should be the one we should sort up, and we feel equally their fullbacks are not good enough too, and they get tired easily. So umila weakness also, which we capitalize. We put pressure on them and do a pressing play to force puri bara. So those are the things we did with them, and it works well for us. Though we did not score, whoever watched the game would tell you Sibanor were the better side by far. Wasted a lot of chances. It's not a day that we should score.
Yeah, you had a whole lot of preparations because Ngalan going into this playoff game. Sibanor in Manolo it's just a game away from the 2nd division, and then you had a whole lot of preparations. And then Nakalam Dafananko venue dole were identified for you. Maybe you played some series of test matches, and also venue dole detail play because maybe Sibanor ground on you is a local ground. But now the play can play off when you're going to play at a ground which is going to be at least a bit comfortable than Allah training ground. All the ground Jamal use, and then Alba use kind of for what period?
Yeah, ground we use thanks to West Coast. They also help in that. Kajako Philo sort of the trainer daming. So they said we give them a plan of after field. At first they proposed box bar for us. Then I later said no. Alonte football to so it's easy to come here and see someone training. I understand, but not at Deutschland's training ground, Faraba. So not for Bakari. If you can negotiate with Kemo, if there is possibility we can be training there, Yes, we will be switching our training either morning or afternoon, you know. So Naraka culture that was good. So we prepared a budget and prepared an 8 days training towards it. We trained almost 8 days, more than a week at official talk. So we will mark really greatly, definitely.
So Kamunda ko Ebrima Camara declined because he left the Mabola Mollema.
Yeah, honestly, I declined that one is because it's exposed more and yeah, exactly, it's exposed more and equally at a distance from a jump demanding. Then Farba is shorter.
Okay, preparations and then the D-Day. Let's talk about what really happened at the field. Muneketa exactly on that very fateful day, Kabrinata Basori to play against Aliso. Because personally, the first time I saw you was dressing room or Dami along the match for morning field. And I could remember I was in the dressing room, Kabri Basta Kampoya Bang, match for Mosna. But first, after Mole Fangaketa exactly.
You know, Ninkul Malafika ko ma and the most important details in Mala, but me important back at you know, players all can miss from the match form. It's not something new in Gambian football or in football per se. We got 26 players registered, I understand. Many are going to match for tomorrow, but we get 30 players registered. And the registration was done long time ago. Yeah, I understand to double CR. The registration okay, GFF. Yeah, I understand to double CR me play a world on the registration of board will never move like a samba GFF. So I feel 30 players all for the name I don't know, but so that's what we registered.
So actually 30 players registered with
West Coast. And that is there, that is seen, that is everywhere that, you know, those players has been playing with us for long. So that a match for 26 taraje. So but no, it ain't a complain all with the Fenkonying commissioner. The commissioner Konyako explain to me what has happened. So I explain and well we registered 30 but not 26 let's already. So lines 9 BJM Yalanka field. And most of the BJM if they are part of the 20, they are not captured here. So what you will do is if they have their lancing, write their names, you understand, then you sign. I standing. So which I did and game on. So another play, another verify field or verify code, they are clean to play. And they play. So cool them yala na raka je ko ina ka protest safe pour player la ko I think ntenga mi mira wala maybe it try chance la ma mira ko miantna galmo capture in the match form they are not registered but they are actually registered, you know, maybe they are trying chance to see whether they registered or if they are registered, but when player la milan ko they have been playing in the first round or even 2 years back, so we have even the matches with people that those players has played. So I was saying for me, I am early, so what I would do is I will go watch their semi-final, which been broadcast by LSTV. So all those players played in those semi-final and the final. So they would not know those players better than teams playing in the 3rd division in West Coast region. So those are the things. But more or less, we are not afraid because we did not do anything wrong. We did what we supposed to do. We sent our registration hard copy and email, which we have as a club. So all those things are done. We feel we did not do anything wrong. The players that are okay.
To me, you were not yourself at the time because I realized because when I entered, it was like you are more focused on the match form than not assessment. Maybe that had an impact on Ebrima, like we are signal a little bit. Like I thought a very important game, I just call key players are left out of the match. Was that a very disturbing moment for Ebrima Camara?
Well, it's I won't say it disturbs me, but you know, it's something that becomes strange to me. Why the players were not captured in the match form. So when I saw that, I still go, no, it's a human nature. They could have a mistake in getting these players in the match form. So I still go, I did not, at first I was saying maybe mistakenly, but yeah, I think more or less, it's okay. But hence the players are ni adrako ikonyeko player ñun nte safé no la match fo mo kono nda commentaire to safé la nga say iko de play la mumege then I would feel there is something in it because they are eligible players, they are registered players ñu nan ko ñenta play la so ni ko te play la wu majo den bajala ko fende be mutaribu so but that did not happen. The match commissioner, the top man on the ground, was very okay with it to sign and to go ahead with it. So which we did. So
yes, Ebrima Camara, Samali Naka, noise in the background a little bit, but we have to continue.
yeah.
Ultimately, you won, but all of a sudden, Naka had protested the Yaman for Alison on the fight against Sibanor Utd. You do not only protest in Alia.
Yeah, don't I receive Majulungo Somo before the 24 hours, yes. Before it, they sent us through our email, I understand. So they are within the line, they have all right to protest, Nima Millong, Wala, Minketa, I understand. But that's fine with us to do those things. So, Iriya Kekai, Majo Kominko is fine. Let them do the protest. Min Marlin protest Nina, another minia, I feel ko, wall Mumule de Minialonko. Registration of Canatolia, Akabuela Dokula Dolea, Canatolia. So I feel ko Ibetonia Tamandela, so I'm a Tonya Tamandi. So we don't want to pressure on in any way. Yeah.
There were a lot of reactions. But there are some of the questions we are going to do.
Yeah, more than a call, never bring the larger over the news, the gel telephone. So all of a sudden, my telephone started ringing. So more than faithful soul, all they will tell me is, you go more appeal for minute. You understand? You go appeal player Lella. You go player carry, and player carry, all the appeal. So you have your whole year, you have a man color. So you never found that division all the time team mode. So you need to go one man register. It is a bonus in door. You go well at one end, saying a lot more drunk, and the music for a mole. So more than that, but it's interesting. It is interesting.
Was it a distracting moment? What time was it distracting to another player? You must have had that's very good connection with your players. Players coming there, you are feeling that because that's the first time okay, the second because I'm protecting that.
Yeah, being player ni, ndela fanga for player le, those particular players. Because me mu, ndebo kala vi communication no bon nim player team. Ni fenye banda, ndema foe. It's like I let them down. So all I will do is I even tease them. Ni button level. The first boy ngam in fire wolem os Usman. Nga go os dañ la appeler de. Ago go juma comme ñaadi. Nga go ni min play ko manke na player. Ay ada fo jella ko mi ni ñama la ko. Yo le fo. Ngwa ni kari ole appeal. So it becomes we take it as a fun on them. To say, you are appealing. Even other players are teasing them. Okay, so they get barande wala coming go. They appeal they. You don't get dollar player.
So it was that jovial.
Yeah, it is obviously.
Appealing for the practice meet finding and then moment before the fight, I was a bit trolling because I didn't from the competition department. At some point we are intimate of that for me. And then you want me around the Panda Bank and you might say, Yama Sibanor is not on the fight of losing the contest. Was that not a safety moment for Sibanor Utd?
Actually, in equal administrative code, I'll malafika adiam because umito la area. For mistake, for ketanya dile, it will damale so handle no. But being another, I feel it as any other person. Me I feel it's me tonya muya long mune hapunta or mimbije is that's not the reality of it. I understand. To be honest, this is out of the administrative issue. About Bakary Bojang, ko atele interfere, to be very, very honest. Ndeni ala tema. Mala fendol long, but anyin karola, ama interfere in any way ni ala tema. Because Bakary ndela nga itandala. Because brinda match for mo film from pareda. Ndel data ka itandala ko ndanga nyine tara match from film la 26 players wala nada instead of 30 players. Akona ko nyago nyin kira no nyadi. You understand? He was not happy with it at the time. That is already match form has been fixed. So ni de ko wala interfere ka jogo player le safi cool de miyalon ko amanke fen soto rengo la faw damale fola je. So pour ka de senyandi Bakary man fen soto ndele ngai tandala to be very honest, but along no men budget dal administratively they should handle it. Yeah, investigate no men budget miyalon ko amanta silo la nabe apologize wala membe kala ay kala wotu de tol buluje. But ndolnga min lo wolem player play tan to la majola amanke player kutoti amanke modi miyalon ko amantra na division timoro molle miyalon ko play to division timoto le ibe jele 2 years ago only one player miyalon ko decision fa akeda ay breakthrough season soto. So wole mod la min ti jaajo be wo entirely 99% of the games they play. So only one game I will miss in the round. So nida ko man register is going to be very funny. So cool de miyalon ko we want to put it to people, but at the investigation level, as they have appealed to the appeals committee of GFF, so all ba handle la all fanambe evidence all jube la as yundole a jube nyame verdict bi, I believe. So that's the case.
What is it now ali ari signal abre akubado ni from GFF side and you ko no yesi ko ali ya jele ko ni player di wala player kabale le ko desi internally ali ari signal le ko dala ko player la ko do da siala de ko information ni ga ni ko investigation ko.
Yeah, to be honest, receiving it, we expected this coming. Mba receive la wala nyama ko nim player mu registered player le. Ni arra mo ka fole ni kuke mi alon ko manke silodi wota mo le sila. Bari ye fenge mi alon ko wala silodi. Ye player mi play ni la player le manke mo ko do le narana. Kanaka play te fo mo mi alon ko be play kan nyunje 2 years ago and all a year full year. Ni to ko wo man tra timoro. Badike nana is what you expect. So cool de mi alon ko amantol amake ko cool de mi alon ko ayam kontane because fenne mi alon ko tolle tam fenne mi alon to tonya yole tumbulu ndol be tonya la ga yo tumbul bulle so niare fendo le samna reverse then we would have reacted to ma expect amanya na krate amanke tonya so that's the time we do la reaction but we expected it anyway.
Finally body ni na la Sibanor the current play that second division next season preparation for the second division.
Yes, and the preparation is in place. Put in the last training session that we did, and Kalamuta ko ligo ka start November, so laptaka train start September, end of September. Then we start the pre-season going towards October, so that we prepare very well for the second division because it's a bigger challenge, and we want to make sure we enjoy the moment and equally establish ourselves in the league. That's all what we want for the league coming.
So an award night, recognition night, of course,
yeah, honestly, it's something that is in line. Maybe the date populist in the near future. We want to recognize people within Fonyi and outside Fonyi. Kafuta jang dolda ma market. Dolbi ye kodo dundi yele, dolbi ye man fen dundi ye, dolbi ye ka paso jole. Igara ka do molno ma fo brufu. Igara molno ma fo tundere. Years back. So ba jala ko ni award night ye fendi ala fo ko ngakalam dale fanan e contributor nyinela. Afanam do ni so wosoto la. Ba jala ko afana ya fanjele. Afan moli akalam ta ko kono le. So mu kule de mi ala ngajele nyanto lem tolkan pour ko ke molier min yalon ko e contribution o ke ntol kanne contribution o manke ko do dammade hani ka futa molla majol do ka mol encourage ka fo ala yakatale people na ko ya waru mina e ka mol minje nyinta wala recommend na yeah that's what we want amanke ko coming science mol min nata nan to kam no we want to recognize people min yalon ko 3 years back 4 years back who were there for us during our difficult time, during when we lost to Balosar, before we lost to Balosar, all those challenging times. So those are the times we want to, award those people to say the team recognizes Allah's effort. We appreciate Allah's effort to us Sibanor United, and it's going to be something that is going to be big. We want to do it big. We want to do it open, and you would be surprised that people will be awarded away from that are not from you, honestly. So it's going to be an elephant that will happen now.
supporters, technical team, and in more we are not going to be still there. They are providing Sibanor United with what is going to be your final?
I have a lot of respect for Sibanor United players. A lot of respect for them. They will tell you, maybe yes, Nika Fiale, but in some aspect because the respect I have for them. Yes, they respect me back, but they might not know what they did. That is not what winning this triangular, but the day we lost to Balosar, that day it was traumatizing for all of us. The following day I received a lot of players crying in front of me and sending me crying that they failed me. But all I tell them is, no, you did not. You did what you should do. The luck was not there for us. So the following day, we didn't see the Kachala. I want to team winning restructure. Players will be able to team will the first and second division players. And I name all of them. What really touched my heart is when I told them this, and I singled out the players, a lot of them. The players stood and say, coach, you can negotiate with them, but know that we are not going anywhere because we are obliged to take this team to the second division, and we're going to do it next year. So that feeling was huge for me, and I realized these are people that are my family, that are my people. I just can do anything for these people, and my technical team, amazing. Everybody did exceptionally very, very well. Not all the time I am doing the training ground. At times I would be absent, but they are there to lead it. They are there to make sure the team is fit. They are there to make sure the team is going to the second division, is in the second division. It's their work. I am there to complement their work. So it's something that the administration, Samba, Modu, ML, I cannot just, if I have a word to describe these people, definitely I would use, but these people are just exceptional. They just love doing what they do. They do things that you want it even tomorrow. If you want something tomorrow, they will provide it for you today. So, having those people is just crazy and amazing. And the fans of Fonyi and everybody, we definitely appreciate each and every one, and more me along Kadunda Kudo, Kamol support, Kamol wish well. We recognize each and every one. We cannot recognize all of them in the award night, but they are long call. This award night is for specific people. The award night again another one will be for specific people. So for understand Wanyama, and I thank LSTV, everybody, the journalists, you and your guys. It's amazing having such people working for Gambian football, honestly, and it's great having them on the duties of sport journalism. They are doing really great. I love them, and I appreciate their work, honestly.
Finally, what do you expect from Sibanor United in the second division? Because second division, you don't like that division. So second division, almost more will be accessible more than the third division, because maybe now the players are prepared, one other players are prepared, one other players are there, advantage to have the chance to play another game. What do you expect from you?
Yeah, what I expect is we will do well in the second division, and we will enjoy the moment that we were looking for, and establish ourselves in the league. That's all we are expecting, and that's what we're going to work for. Yeah.
Because I should have asked this question. Player definitely stand out. Like Ebrima Camara and then some other players even what are you expecting from those players in the second division? Because with the third division team, they have definitely done a fantastic and they had a remarkable team. So what are you going to expect from those teams in the second division?
And it's going to be more, let me expect what you will see a lot of them because their talent is beyond what people saw right now. So I expect them, all of those players you are mentioning, even the 16 they have appeal, even protest, those are amazing players. Lodri, Osman, and a lot of them. We have a lot of teams looking for them and they want them, but they want to do it for the team and they want to show what they can do, surrounded by the team. I think we could be a surprise package in the second division.
What is your objective in the second division? At least to maintain the team or win the trophy?
Yes, to make sure we sustain the team in the second division. That's the objective. And to enjoy the moment, yeah.
Finally, you can now
yeah, so we be content and be jala for following us al dimmalem al doma al koroma al barindingo al barinto. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Ni arrako ngamo ofen na diamo rombe Daniela Hakola o manken na sawodi but more or less pour ay betia dal mole fo. So this is Ebrima Camara, Sibanor Utd head coach. Thank you very much.
Lalu barang-barang